Hello, today. I need my. Hello. You know what? Let's just start again. Today we are gonna make, well, I'm gonna make and I'm gonna show you how to make Mexican shrimp cocktail. Now I will say I'm not a big fan of shrimp, but this I do like because the flavors are now overpowering. So you're gonna start off with half a pound of small shrimp. And these are, I believe, 6170 count, so they're kind of small. And then we got a medium size to larger size shrimp that we're gonna use for garnish. So we got half a pound, there's like a pound and a quarter, and half a pound. Again, you don't need to use the big jumbo shrimp. That's what I'm gonna use for garnish. Hello, fella. Hello, fella, and it's still a little frozen. And you want that with the tail and everything intact. Again, you could go ahead and skip this part and just go ahead and use 1 full pound of shrimp, and that's all you need. So I have some that are already cooked, and obviously if you want to make it easier, you buy yours that are already cooked, but I'm going to show you how to cook shrimp. It's very fast and it's very easy, and make sure that it's not overcooked, rubbery, and mushy. So you want this water to boil, and I'm close to. I also like to throw in sometimes half an onion or a quarter of an onion, and if you have shrimp that are very strong in flavor, the onion will mellow it all out. So I'm already simmering. I'm simmering because it's like so hot in here. So I'm gonna grab these little fellas and we're gonna cook them. So this should take roughly about 2 to 3 minutes. And then you want to have a bowl here with ice water. So it's just water and ice, because after 2 to 3 minutes, when it's done cooking, we're going to cool it down. So this is called blanching. We're going to cool it down in here to preserve the firmness, because we don't want mushy shrimp. Again, you also want to make sure that if you are going to garnish your shrimp like I am, you want to make sure they're peeled. I mean, they're deveined. They don't have to be peeled. Deveined is when they take the poop out, the intestine tract out. So these are deveined, but they have the shell on because presentation-wise, it's going to look nice, right? Like you get to eat it, you know. And then we're going to have some inside the actual cocktail, right? Perfect. So these are done. It takes 2 to 3 minutes. And I'm just going to spoon these into my ice mixture here. It's hot. I was going to show you it is hot. So I'm just going to spoon. The reason we do this is so that we stop the cooking process. Because if you just take them out, or if you drain them, they're still going to carry over cook. Alright, so my shrimp are chilling. Hopefully you are too. And you see they're pretty. And you see it's pretty whole shrimp with the tail intact. I'm making a mess right here. So let me get rid of this. Alright, now for the fun part. So I'm gonna mix everything into the bowl, and I'm gonna start off with my ketchup. So you could definitely use just plain tomato juice, but the ketchup really gives it a little more zest, more tang to it. So, and it makes it thicker too. So we're gonna add ketchup, and we're gonna need about a cup. There you go, good cup right here. This cup it matches, you know, the shirt in a kind of. I wasn't planning it though. I wanted to dress down today, you know. I didn't want to be too crazy. We're also gonna add a cup of tomato juice. And again, if you're making this for a big party, you could go ahead and double the recipe easily. You won't even struggle with that. Pretty sure. Then we're gonna add some horseradish. Now, mind you, horseradish is real strong. Real strong. So you wanna be careful here. So my recipe here has 3 tablespoons of horseradish. You could definitely do 2. So this has 1. That's 2. And that's 3. Now I like a lot of spicy. You might not. So we're gonna add jalapenos, which are mild. They're not hot at all. And then Cholula. I just love. I mean, if you have Tabasco, go ahead and use Tabasco. But I just love the presentation of this Cholula. It makes me happy. Like I like how the bottle cork lid looks so natural and is wood. It's kind of cute. I don't know. I like it. And it tastes good too, but again, you want to be careful. My recipe calls for 2 teaspoons. I'm going to do a whole tablespoon. It's a very heaping tablespoon too. I'm also going to add to this Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. I always say it differently. I don't care. Just go to the store, say that sauce, and no one can pronounce with the W. I'm pretty sure they'll find it for you. And we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of that. It smells so good. We're also gonna add 2 tablespoons of fresh lime juice. You want it fresh. You don't wanna use the actual concentrated tomato juice for this. Lime juice for this, because it has a very processed, you could tell it's been in a bottle for a while kind of flavor. For something fresh as these, you're already spending money on the shrimp, you might as well go and get fresh limes. Garbage bowl that. Alright, so that's all my liquids that I'm going to go in there. And wait till you see how we're going to prepare. It's going to be so cool. So next is jalapenos, and I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup. And again, you want to dice it real small. You don't want someone to bite a huge chunk of this. And I'm not gonna take the seeds out because I want it a little spicy, so I'm gonna leave it with the seeds. You want to make sure you leave the seeds because you want it to have some kick to it. Obviously, if you want things not spicy, then go ahead and peel and devein it. That was quick, right? So I'm only gonna do half. Save that for later. Then I got green bell pepper. So green bell pepper, I'm gonna do 1/2 cup, which roughly would be like. Now this, you don't want to leave the seeds at all. And then this, you just want to go ahead and give it a good dice, medium dice, small dice. It all depends. If you want a little chunk of veggies into your shrimp cocktail, go ahead. You definitely don't want it brunoise or mince it real small because you want some bite to it. So I'm going to go ahead and do like a medium dice. I want people to see the veggies that are in it. I just don't want, all nice and minced, I want, good hearty vegetables in there. And then red onion. And ideally for the red onion, you want to let this sit for about 30 minutes in the refrigerator. And that kind of mellows out the onion. So I would say, I forgot to take off the sticker. So I would say if you cannot wait for this to sit in your fridge, right? Because you're like, it's last minute, right? You would definitely want to cut the onion real small. But if you are gonna go through the process of waiting, go ahead and dice it like the peppers, because like I said, the tomato juice will definitely mellow out the onion. And we also want 1/2 cup. because no one definitely wants to bite into a huge piece of onion. All right, and a little more cilantro. Just gonna chop a little more. So you want about 3 tablespoons of cilantro. Put that there with the rest. All right, so I have everything in here. You know, it's not ready to go, but then comes the salt and pepper, and you want to do about 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, of black pepper. You want to mix it and taste it before you add the rest. This smells so good right now. Wow. That's pretty good. And yeah, that's it. Does not need more salt, does not need pepper. That's perfectly fine. And then I have my cooked tiny shrimp. It should smell fresh, like the ocean. And then avocado. But if you're not ready to serve this, I would not add the avocado yet. You want to add it maybe like an hour before service, you know. Before service, what is this, a restaurant? But I mean, you're at home, you know, add the avocado. So I'm gonna do 1 whole avocado. If you never cut an avocado, here's how you cut it. You go ahead, carefully put the knife in the center, go around the pit, right? Oh, this is beautiful. That's a real sexy avocado right there. That's real sexy. And then you want to take it off by jabbing the knife in. It's pretty easy. And I'm gonna dice half of it. So you just score it with your knife and then score it the other way. So this one I'm gonna dice it and I'm gonna add it here. And then this one I'm gonna slice and put as garnish, which is how it's gonna look so cool with the garnish. And you can use a spoon or a spatula and just go ahead and scoop all that in there. These I'm just gonna slice so I could fan it out later, and then we're gonna garnish with this one. We could garnish it with some lime too. So I have everything. I might chop a little more cilantro. No, I'll just put some sprigs on top. That's how my mind thinks, you know. I'm just like, what should I do? So I have the shrimp in this bowl, and I'm just gonna drain it, and I'm gonna show you how you can serve this. Obviously, I'm just very excited about all this. So I'm gonna show you how to set it up, how I would set it up. So I have some Tajin. Tajin is like, you know, Mexican seasoning that we use for lemon, limes, fruits, and all that other stuff. It's so good. Alright, my favorite plate. So you can definitely make individual portions like that, you know, a nice little cup, fill it up, call it a day, beautiful. But I'm gonna serve a group of people, and I found this and I was like, this is such a great way to serve it. So make sure it fits here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my lime and just go around it, making sure the edges are covered. I'll put some on the side and then the rest on the side. This is gonna look real nice. And you see, you want the rim to be coated with it. This presentation is important, right? Isn't that beautiful? Right here. Beautiful. So now I'm just gonna scoop all of this in here. Don't, not the face. Anywhere but the face. Ugh. Look at that beauty right there. Okay, and now you want to grab your shrimp, dip them in the sauce, and then let them hang around the rim. This one does not want to cooperate. And again, that's why I say you really don't need this shrimp. If you don't want to decorate it, you could just go ahead and use a half a pound or 1.5 pounds of the small baby shrimp, because there's shrimp in here already. This is more so for garnishing. And I mean, it is summer, you know, so this is like pretty good idea to serve you, your family, whoever you're quarantined with, right? All right, isn't that beautiful? And in here, I'm also I slice a little bit of the lime. And then I'm gonna scoop out some of this avocado. So I have a little slice here. With your hand, you could just go ahead and open it, put it right in the center. A little sprig of cilantro, right? You could use cilantro in there. And oh my God, isn't this beautiful? Like, everyone's gonna invite me everywhere with this. Like, this is so freaking cool. And then that's a great way to serve Mexican shrimp cocktail. You can increase the heat by adding more salsa, or even using serrano peppers because they're hotter. But isn't this just beautiful and gorgeous? I gotta take a little taste. Oh my God. This brings childhood memories. Like, my mom and dad used to make shrimp cocktails all the time, and it was just the best thing ever. I used to freaking love this. Like, it was so good. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and then you too, go ahead and make something fun, you know. So this one recipe, you can find it online at jerrytapia.com. Share it with everyone you know, family, friends. Like, come on, like, who's not gonna invite you to a party, you know, if you bring this? Like, they'll want you to come over and over. But then again, I don't think I would want to go if I have to share this, you know. But go ahead, it's just a great idea for a party. You, like I say, you could serve it individually on tiny little containers if you want, or you can just serve it in a bowl and just call it a day, you know. But this is so amazing. So I'll see you guys next time. No, this is so cute. Like, I don't want to share this with anyone. Like, I don't want no one to eat this. I'm serious. This is so cute. Like, no one can eat this at all.